So yeah, happy days, more than happy, another job done. We need to crack on with the next thing now.
Here's all the bits that we need to fit the glass.
Overall thickness, time it's laminated, is 25 mils. It's good, I'm happy with it. MS300, you can see my silicone gun. It's certainly been used a few times. Bang level, that's the most important thing. So we need to crack on with the next thing now. I have to disconnect it there. Don't know if it is leaking or not. Concentration, that's why I'm being a bit quiet.
And he can't find the controller for it.
Fit my UV sterilizer bulb from Burton's. Slide them over there like so.
You're just making sure nothing got under the drain, weren't you, babe?
Yeah. Me and Mrs. Whisper's gonna fill it up now. Thank your mother for the rabbits.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
So the glass has finally arrived. So let's get that fitted, love.
Happy days.
So James is getting set up to fit the glass today.
Basically, I'm just getting all prepared before I open the glass itself. I just wanted to mention real quickly as well that the glass that we ordered, ordering any sort of glass, it's a bit of a hard job these days because everything's done on email. I'm the type of bloke that just likes picking up the phone and just saying like, you know, this is the size of my pond window, I want it this thickness, how long is it going to take, can I pay over the phone now? I actually managed to get my glass from Bespoke Glass, and the turnaround, the lead time was 10 days, like I said. So we're going to open this up, and just as proof as witness, this is how it's turned up. So it's well packed, but being glass, I want to get it on camera myself. Purely the fact that if there's anything wrong with this glass, I couldn't check it when I just signed for it. So if there is anything wrong, it's part of the reason why I'm filming it. So yeah, we're going to crack on with this now, open it up. And,
hopefully not crack on with it.
Yeah, hopefully not. Oh, see, that's why I like Mrs. Whisperer behind the camera.
So here's all the bits that we need to fit the glass.
I'm actually going to be sealing the pond with this. I've heard nothing but good things about it. My pond, black silicone or sealant, MS300. To be fair, what I've heard about this stuff, that it's the new way of, you know, the new product to use. And I'm doing a little bit of a review on it, to be fair with you. There's a lot of places you can get this. Just literally type in my pond MS300 if you're thinking about fitting a pond window. I can't say how good it is yet because I don't know. I've heard nothing but good results. That said, I've got 4 of the nozzles. I'm going to use the same nozzle for every single one and just tie it back on just so I don't lose that bit of sealant. I'm taking a bit of a chance with 4. I was recommended that 3 would do it. It always pays to have that little bit extra. I'm not the cleanest of using this stuff, this silicone. I always use more than what I think I'm going to need, and then I clean it up afterwards. I'd rather make sure that it's completely sealed all over, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But I just wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to MS300 because I've heard nothing but good results from it. I always get asked, what did I use to seal my pond window? And that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to make sure that before I go any further, make sure that the glass is intact and there's no cracks or anything or damage. Obviously transportation, anything can happen really, but it does look like it's well packed. The only downside is that I've got a lot more stuff to put in the old bin again. Oh no! It looks in perfect condition. Happy days. So I went with 2 panels of laminated glass. I do like how they packed it in here. Yeah, I went with 2 panels. Overall thickness, time it's laminated, is 25 mil. So the thickness of the pond window frame is 25 mil. So it should end up fitting completely flush against the window. Obviously allowing for that little bit of silicone, the bead of silicone down there. It doesn't matter if it's slightly raised out, it's going to be, hopefully, it's going to be bang on. But yeah, we're going to get this one in situ, and hopefully I give them the right measurements and they've cut it to the right size. But it looks good, I'm happy with it, and we're going to crack on and get it done. Right, I'm all set, ready to rock and roll. As you can see, pond windows down there, easy for me to get. I have got Mrs. Whisperer here as well. I've got everything I need to hand. I don't know if it's a bit of a how-to video because I don't really know if I'm doing it the right way or the wrong way, but this is how I'm going to do it. So to start with, I'm literally just going to cut the tops off of all of my MS300. I want to cut off 3 to start with and see if I'll need the 4th. Stanley knife blade, just literally whack them off. Hopefully I can get away with using the same nozzle. And before I crack on, it's part of the reason why it's quite difficult filming stuff when you're not a professional doing it, because you can get yourself lost and think, I need to make sure I got this on film. Sometimes you forget what you're actually doing.
You know how you can get a little bit messy with silicone bits?
Yeah.
Do you think keeping your watch on is a good idea?
Yeah, it'll be fine. So I'm going to start off right here and just lay a thick bead all the way down into the corner. Basically, the reason why I want it into the corner thick, to allow it to spread out everywhere else.
That gun does have to make some weird noises, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Just to add, I went into this pond yesterday with no shoes on. James has got wellies on.
Well, I must say, this stuff certainly comes out the gun pretty easy. That's the first tube done. As if I'm saving the nozzle, I've already got it preloaded inside, so I'm not going to lose that little bit. That was the idea or the plan. You can see my silicone gun. It's certainly been used a few times.
Always take away you can't put back.
Well, that's it. That's what I'm thinking, just to make sure I'm completely full up. Obviously, when you're laying your blocks, to make sure that this part of your window frame is as level as you can get it. I know when I done that pond, I ended up using, I think it was 8 tubes in total.
You do overkill because you don't like anything to go wrong, do you?
Last time I had a better gun than this. What I want you to do, though, is if you just put that window up and just put it on there. We'll clamp the other side in.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm bang on happy. All I'm going to do now is just strap the front up with a bit of timber. It don't really need it, it's only a small window. I really don't like working with silicone. I did end up using all 4 tubes because I put a bead down on the outside and just smoothed it over. This is probably not a how-to video, but I'm just showing people what I've done. Different ways of doing it. I'm a messy bugger when it comes to using silicone, but I like to overdo it to make sure everywhere is completely sealed. All of this on the outside, the overspill that I've got that you can see here, basically that's going to get rendered. You're not going to see none of that anyway, so it's no major issue for me. But we're bang level, that's the most important thing. So yeah, happy days, more than happy, another job done.
So James has asked me to vacuum the grow-on pond out, my pond. So I've got the vacuum out and he can't find the controller for it. I'm having to pump it out with the aquarium pump. I'll show you. I'm having to pump it out with that little I don't think you can see it with that pump. Instead of using the Hoover, that would be a lot quicker and I'd be able to get everything out, because we've searched everywhere, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
And we just can't find it absolutely anywhere.
I had it in a little case, but when you're building stuff like this, sometimes things can get misplaced, and I'm just thinking that I might have put it in the bin. So if I have, that Hoover will be no good.
So while I wait hours for the pond to drain, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just connecting up the air line for the bottom drain, but because I like it all neat and tidy,
Hang fire.
I'm literally...
You might need that, love. So you got your mic on now?
Yeah, got my mic on. So yeah, basically I'm just connecting up my air line for the bottom drain, but I'm putting all of the little collets on. You can see all of these little red things. Basically what they do, they stop any of the hose blowing off, so it's speed fit sort of style. And I'm just connecting it up nice, neat and tidy. I've put a valve on it here, a valve on it here, so I can regulate what goes through to the bottom drain, how much air I want to see, and the rest of it I can dump straight into the bio. So running off one air pump, I've got 2 lines, and I've put, if you have a look in here, I've got a control switch which I can just adjust this one to regulate how much air that I want to be putting into the bottom drain, and you just turn it like so, close, open, and just, yeah, just regulate how much goes through. So it's nice, neat and tidy job like. And then putting all the little collets on, but I've got to get the pipe all the way over there, and you know me, I like it neat, so I could just run one tube all the way across there, but we'll see if I need to put a 90 in that corner or not.
Sort of little bubbles coming out the bottom drain, is that you?
That's me. Look, watch. If you watch that if you watch the spin drifter deplete, it will see it go down, see it go up.
Oh yeah.
Just testing just to see if obviously if I've got any leaks on any of the air lines. I think I've got a little leak and a bit of air from that joint, so I might have to redo that one. It can be just as simple as where you cut the pipe, and as you push it in, I don't think I pushed that one in far enough, so I'm gonna have to disconnect it there. I don't know if it is leaking or not. I just have to have a look.
Feel air?
Yeah, I can't feel it, but I think I can hear it slightly, so I might redo that bit just to make sure. Just want to test it down here as well, because this is the most important bit. Yeah, no leaks down there, so that should be alright. And then obviously I can just change it to the bottom drain in there, and away we go. Happy days. Concentration, that's why I'm being a bit quiet.
See, now I'm going to have to wrap all this back up.
Sorry babe, that's something that needs to be done. Crack on then.
So that's all the water drained out. You're just making sure nothing got under the drain, weren't you, babe?
Yeah, making sure the drain's all fit and ready to go. Still get my finger all the way in around it. That's what you need to have. Lovely jubbly. He's ready to be filled up. The window's been fitted in this. We've fitted all of the pipe fittings. Everything's ready to rock and roll.
So just sorting out the last few bits of the puzzle, aren't we, babe?
Just getting there. Basically, need to fit my UV sterilizer bulb from Burton's. It's just a matter of disconnecting the end piece, sliding him in between the drum. Mrs. Whisperer got me the tiniest screw available. I got him.
That's not tiny.
Well, what I mean, I'll show you in a second, babe. Basically, look. So where the head went in there, I needed a little bit bigger one. But I keep these rubber bungs because they come in handy for when you, if you ever need to change the bulb or you can't get hold of one. But the best thing I like about Burton's, as long as this ain't broke, they keep a hell of a lot of stock in. So if you need a replacement bulb or replacement anything whatsoever to do with this drum, you can literally give them a ring and they'll get it shipped out to you the very next day. And me going up there myself personally, I can vouch for that when I say they keep a lot of stuff in stock, they keep a lot of stuff in stock. So in here I've got my quart sleeve, steady with that one so I don't break it, and then I've got my little UV bulb as well. So what I like to do, I like to hold on to this before I plug it in, plug him in, and then
not look at it when it's on.
Yeah, certainly, because I've learned that lesson before, and in the past. I can remember years ago I had a UV bulb that had a little bit of wiring issues. So me being me, I tried fixing it, and basically what happened,
we ended up in Exeter Hospital.
We ended up in Exeter Hospital, down to the pure fact my eyes got burnt, and it's pretty much like, for when any welders out there, pretty much like arc eye. So I got myself a bit of arc eye. I'm tempted to try this out now. What else I do as well, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I done it on the other drum. See this little rubber bung here? The quart sleeve doesn't actually come with a rubber bung, so all I do is nick that rubber bung off of there, slide him down, slide him over there like so, and it's how I fit the last one. So anyone else who uses a Burton's drum, I don't know if it says in the manual to do that or not, but it's something that I've always done. And yeah, let's plug her in, or basically screw her in. So
You're only meant to be screwing it in, love.
my bad, just that little rubber bung that I was on about. I just looked right at the very bottom of the packet, and I probably opened it the wrong way round, but they do actually supply you with a little O-ring as well, so that will come in handy for another project. because the one I've got off of there will do the exact same thing. That being said, that's all done.
Can we fill her up now?
We can fill her up. Whoop, 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 well, to start with, I just need to clean out the bottom. Clean out the bottom, get all the water out, and then we can crack on. Right, so everything's been cleaned up. I've gone round with a brush, give it a bit of a clean up. Unfortunately, couldn't get the pond vac out to get every last little drop out. But
because somebody lost the controller.
So I've lost the controller. But yeah, going to leave you all on a bit of a cliffhanger. Bit of a short and sweet video. Pond window's been fitted. That was the main intention for this video. I'm going to take the buckle off of that in a minute. The airline's all done and sorted. That's set in situ. To be fair, the pond is completely ready to be filled up. So I think we'll leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. Me and Mrs. Whisperer's going to fill it up now, but just for a bit of fun, anyone like to guess the exact litre or gallon that this pond is going to hold? Write it down in the comment section just for a bit of fun, and yeah, we'll see who can get the closest, and you never know, someone might hit it bang on the head. So yeah, that's that. Super happy to get to this stage. When you get to this stage and it's fill up time, there's nothing but a smile on my face. So feeling down in the dumps I was the other week, I'm certainly feeling a bit better. And just to give you a bit of a sneak preview what's coming up on the next video, that's all you're going to know. And we're just going to zoom in there like the old spin drifters, and thank your mother for the rabbits.